Yes.
I must look at the empty shelf, or the shelf anticipate that it's going to become empty. And then I have to know which items, you see, to bring out from the bag and bring it out to the store.
And you've been doing that since 1990.
Since 1990.
That is
well, you see, I didn't really. I had to work,
accomplishment.
but I had to work my way up. You see, I didn't
Right.
just start. You don't just like become part of a department. You see,
Right. Right.
You know, it takes a long. You see how many years I've been doing this.
Yes.
Like, do you really think I started in a department?
No.
What do you think I did? What do you think I was doing back in 1990?
Oh, back in 1990, I don't even know.
Let's see, I was
how
16 years old.
You were 16 years
Actually,
old.
I was 15. They allowed
15.
me to. They allowed me to start before I was 16.
Really? Can they do that by law?
They're not supposed to.
They cannot.
You see, I didn't say anything, and I just, you know, I really wanted money because, you see, I wanted to buy a car. I was saving up for a car and a video camera.
It's a good accomplishment because you definitely saved.
So I had to start at the bottom. So what do you think I was doing?
I think that you were probably working for not such great wages. Probably
Nope, minimum wage.
Minimum wage, yeah.
Probably 4 something or 5, no, $5.50 actually.
$5.50.
You know, I made more than my friends. My friends were off doing things, or like when we turned 18, they were pumping gas. But I had a real job.
Yes.
I was making more than minimum wage,
It's pretty good.
and I had full health benefits.
Yes, you did.
Even though I got them from my parents, but you know,
right.
worst case scenario, if I needed my own benefit. Even today, I still have health benefits. If I lost this job, if they said, Mr. Giambrone, we're sorry, we can't hire you back next year, I can go back to putting stuff on the shelf 5 days a week. Full health benefits, something happened, I won't have to worry.
Always have Acme.
I always have it as a backup. It's
Yes,
great.
you do. Now, in 1996, you won Bagger of the Year award according to your little...
Yes, I did. If you
name
take a
tag
look right
thing
here,
there.
we'll
Yes.
throw this in later.
Yes, we will.
We'll get the camera operator to...
Tell us, what are the qualifications to become the Bagger of the Year?
You can see back in 1996, they had a very rigorous contest. It wasn't just like they say, hey, you're a Bagger of the Year.
Right.
They had to actually go through a process, you see. They had to, first they had to get nominated. You had to be good enough and recognized as a very skilled bagger. You know, I went to bagger school.
Really?
I didn't just become a bagger. I had to learn how to do it the right way. You see, you have to build walls. You have to know which bag to use. Sometimes you get people, they ask for, you know, a paper bag.
Yeah.
And you have to know,
you have to know
how to open the bag.
Exactly.
I mean, we have instructions. They put instructions on the register.
Yeah.
Here's how to open the bag.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it's not like you just go in and open a bag.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're doing.
You have to know what you're doing. So it is a very prestigious award.
Well, once you know, it's not just opening the bag.
Right.
You have to be able to build walls. You have to know what, like you can't just go in and put eggs on the bottom.
That's right.
Or bread. Like, you know how upset people get when you put, and some people do this, they put the bread and the eggs on the bottom.
Right. You have to actually know what people want where in their bags.
Sometimes people ask me, sometimes they call me up to the registers today, you know, I'm very skilled. They'll call me up and I have to run the register. I have to remember my password and everything, and I have to know how to scan items. But when I'm putting the stuff in the bag, I still remember my days of being Bagger of the Year. Sometimes people ask for the paper bag, they want it inside of the plastic bag. You see, this way they get handles.
Right.
So when they ask for it that way, you have to know, like, first of all, you have to know which bag to open first. You see.
It's true.
So you have to open up, and these plastic bags, they're not easy to open. Sometimes you try and open them. I have customers that come up to me sometimes and they're like, can you open this for me?
They can be quite a challenge.
So then, once we get the bag open, I have to know, you can't, some people open up the paper bag first. So you have to leave it closed. You leave it closed, you put it inside the open plastic bag.
Yes.
And then you open it. Now you spread it open and you can place items inside these bags, okay? But sometimes you get the real old ladies and they say, Sonny, don't pack them too heavy. You see, I got to go up 8 flights of stairs.
Ah, yes.
So what happens is you put like a half gallon of orange juice in there and then they tell you, that's too heavy. But I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if they want me to pour half of it out.
Yeah.
So it does become,
walk those 8 flights of stairs.
You're dealing with the public. You're dealing with a lot of issues.
So you do have experience as well working at the cash register,
I do.
correct? Tell us
Now,
how that went.
You understand, some people don't understand how to scan items.
Yeah.
So at Acme Markets, what they do is they have they have directions for everything. They have directions on how to scan items. They tell you that you pick up the item. First, you must pick up the item. It's not going to scan itself, you see. So you have to pick up the item. Sometimes it depends on the size. If it's a heavy item, you should use 2 hands. Then you must find the UPC code. Do you know what this UPC
yes,
code is?
I am aware of those.
Okay, because
sometimes a tough find depending on the product.
it is. It's not like you just pass the item over the scanner. You have to be able to locate the UPC. And a good checker, a good register runner, will know about where the UPC should be located. Like on the ketchup bottles, they're tricky. It's not on the label on the bottom. It's actually on the neck of the bottle. So you have, like me having all this experience, almost 19 years. I know where it is, you see, so I can just like scan. I can do it quicker than anyone else. And they time us. They check our rings per minute.
Wow.
Accuracy. They want to know how long your till was open, so how long it takes you to make the change, even though it tells you what the change is. And now they have a little, like at the Wendy's, you know, where they have the cha-ching, cha-ching, and all the coins come out. You don't have to count it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us have trouble. It's not that. A lot of us didn't have what you have. You see, you're getting your high school education. Some people that work there, they don't have that.
Right.
See, they might have dropped out of school, or they didn't go on to college like most likely you and all your friends will do.
That's right.
You see,
Yeah,
somebody like me, when I went to college, but I'm not treated like a college boy there. You see, I get treated like I'm one of you.
Right, but if you think about it, when you started working there, you were indeed a
I
high school
was.
student.
And I still feel like I am. That's part of the reason I like to work there. You see, my managers, the people in charge of me,
Yes.
this is great.
Talk to me about your bosses, because this should be interesting.
The other day, one of my managers, they were saying, "Wow, I like your name tag. I like your look. I got mine too." She said, and she said, "Oh, what's it say there?" I said, "Serving you since the year you were born."
Wow.
And she looked at it. She said, "I was born in 1990." I said, "I know."
So you have managers that are
Managers
same
that were
age
born
as
the
when you
year
started.
that I started pushing my carts.
Wow. What does that feel like?
It doesn't bother me, but I just think it's a
But they're
little
your
crazy
boss.
how they're running the store. Like, why not put someone like me with all the experience? I know the business.
Have you ever been asked to be a manager?
I was for a little while. I was a nighttime manager in charge, but you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want the responsibility.
Right.
That's not the truth. They don't want me to do it. They don't trust me with a key. If I need to void something off the register, I got to call this 19-year-old girl over or this 17-year-old guy. Can you please turn the key? Because I'm not trusted, or maybe I don't have the knowledge to turn the key.
Yeah.
You see, they turn the key and they push some buttons, and it overrides it. But before they do that, they ask me what I did wrong.
Oh.
It's not necessarily that I did something wrong. Sometimes the customer scans, you know, they'll scan the, I'm trying to think of something that's expensive. They'll scan a head of lettuce and it'll say $8.59 for a head of lettuce. I'm not paying that, and anything over $2, I got to call over the 19-year-old boss to turn the key.
Yeah.
And then when they actually, when they ask for money, like if they'll ask for a pickup, they need $800 out of my drawer. I have to open up my drawer a couple times throughout the day to give them the money, and then you know the next day, the big boss that's in his 40s will call